SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. They get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Quickly from Goff to Kupp. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Down to the 25.
Sanders.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun. Goff finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
3, Seahawks, nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football, rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground here in Sanders. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage. coverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Rams 3, Seahawks 0.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Goff now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now Goff on third and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Russell Wilson.
Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Play action. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Taylor right up on the pick. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was a second-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a first-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the second round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting. And
it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 19.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Wilson. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
On first down, Sanders. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's Wilson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 22 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Wilson. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
A gain of
13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make it 24-7.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Goff's throw here finds Woods. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To the air again. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's two sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's got Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
First down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Wilson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw again is Wilson. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now a hit, and it's and the Seahawks are put down. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends.
It's over. Seahawks have picked it up, and he's got room. So we reach halftime here on. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. With Carson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
This is Carson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Aaron Donald on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Rams' 37-yard line.
Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
Wilson's pass.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the
the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Shotgun snap and again to Lindsey. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Seattle. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
He's across midfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Goff. Down man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
so 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this one to cut complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
L.A. Rams. 1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. As Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football. Gain.
Lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
There's Wilson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, Wilson. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Wilson will throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. On the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receivers.
And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Allen. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They're caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hitting Juju on the slant.
Wilson's pass.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third and goal, Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
31. Seahawks 24.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the two scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all three timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all three timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run here with Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their three timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 7. A minute 11 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
Oh, and that's a nice defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop.